Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my second lesson about the addition and subtraction of integers. In this class, students, we will be applying those rules that we have learned in the previous lesson. Recall my 3 golden rules for the addition and subtraction of integers and KFC rule. So, who's going to tell me that what are 3 golden rules of the addition and subtraction of integers? Recall that we can have positive plus positive, positive plus positive, and that was giving us rule 1, positive. Okay, and the second is for the same sign, okay, same sign, the situation can be negative, negative and negative plus negative, and that was giving us answer, and but the sign was negative. And the third one is that opposite signs or different signs, opposite or different signs, in that case recall what we were doing, that can be positive, positive plus negative, or that can give us either answer positive or negative. Recall how are we deciding that whether the answer will have positive sign or negative sign. We have to check the sign of what? Sign of bigger value, bigger term, and the answer will have the sign of bigger term. I hope if these 3 rules and the KFC keep, flip and change, keep, flip and change is clear to you, then the addition and subtraction of integers is not difficult for you. Moving to the practice work, here I have selected few and random questions, and so that my students can grasp and recall and memorize the rules properly with the help of these questions. If we look at question number 1, question says that evaluate the following, evaluate the following. And one of the important concepts of your O-level examination. If we look at the first situation, we can see that we have 2 numbers 10 and 2, but with different and opposite signs. Opposite signs. So recall that what we are going to do in case of the opposite signs, what we have to do, we have to subtract. Okay, we simply have to subtract, and we have to attach the sign of the bigger term with the answer. So for sometimes what we have to do, students, forget about the minus sign with 10. I have to take away 2 from 10, and when I'm taking away 2 from 10, answer comes 8. But recall that in case of the opposite and different signs, after subtraction, answer will have sign of what term? Sign of the bigger term, and here the bigger term has a negative sign. So I will be attaching negative sign with this. Moving to the second situation, here again I have written the same question but in different order. Now look, 2 is in the beginning and 10 is written after that, but again 10 is having the negative sign. So the problem is why I've written the same question. I just want to give the idea to my students that it doesn't matter where you are writing the positive value and where you are writing the negative value. Rule will remain same, that we have to take away or we have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number, and answer comes 8. And again I have to attach what sign? Sign of the bigger term, minus. So this is the application of what? Opposite signs, Coming to third situation, now look here, we have two numbers 8 and 3, but their signs are same. Okay, now sign same, what was the rule? Either the same signs can be positive or the same signs can be negative. So in case both the signs are same, we simply have to add up the numbers. 8 plus 3 is 11, and what will be the sign of answer? The sign which is common, the sign which is available and present with both the terms. Moving to the next question, 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5 both have, when there is no sign before any number or term, that is understood is positive. That means that we are adding 10 to 5. Now 10 plus 5 is 15, and what is the common sign? Both are positive, so answer will be 15. Now let's take one more example. Let me write question 8 here, and then we can take it 15 and minus 3. Now look here, again we have the opposite and different signs, but here sign of 15 is positive. So what we have to do, we simply have to subtract, take away 3 from 15. 5 minus 3 is 2, 12, and 12 with positive sign. And why is the positive sign? Because 15 is larger and the positive term. Coming to the next situation, that minus 1 minus 10. Now here let's try to apply KFC rule, that K means keep. So I'm keeping my first number, first value as it is, then flip. F is flip. Flip means that I have to make it positive. Okay, and then what we have to do, change the sign of the next term, and this will become minus, and when I will be changing the sign, it will become positive 10. Positive 10, or what we can do is that minus 1 plus 10 equals to 9. Again we can see that we are having two values with different and opposite signs. We will be subtracting these two numbers, and what will be the sign of answer? Sign of the answer will be the bigger term. I hope KFC is clear to you, that how to apply keep, flip and change rule. Keep, flip and change rule. Coming to the next question, let me change the sign here. Okay, and then suppose this is plus. Okay, and now this is my keep place, that I have to keep it as it is, and then flip is that I have to make my minus sign to positive, and change, here I have to make change, and this is will become minus 2. And now we know that plus multiplied by minus will become minus, and this is minus 8 and minus 2. Again we are getting two terms with same sign, two terms with same sign. So what we are going to do, we are going to add up the terms, and we have to attach negative sign with that. So the answer of the final term and the sign of the final term will be negative. Again, this is the application. I'm applying KFC rule here. Moving to the next question, that K, that I will be keeping 5 as it is. Then I have to flip the sign, middle sign, and change. This will become plus 3. Change. Now this is 5 plus 3, which is equal to 8. And now why 8? Because 5 and 3 both have the same sign, and that is positive. So students, I hope through these few examples you are clear how to add and subtract the integers with same sign and opposite sign, and how to apply keep, flip and change rule. Please watch and understand these lessons so that you can overcome those all problems, then this deficiency of the syllabus that we were not able to do during the COVID-19, And these are important concepts of your O-level examination. Please watch and understand these lessons properly, and for better understanding you can keep these rules in mind, that plus will give you plus, and negative, both negatives when we are adding will give us negative sign, and positive and negative when we are adding, or negative or positive when we are adding, can give us positive answer or negative answer, depending upon what? Depending upon the sign of the bigger term. In this last case, we simply have to subtract the two given numbers, and whatever answer comes, we have to attach the sign, we have to mark the sign of the bigger term with them. I hope this lesson is clear to you. Now you can easily do chapter number 2 of D1 and apply that concept on your past papers, so that you can get good marks in your O-level examination. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.